Hello. Tonight commences our very first official 18 plus reading that is specifically focused on sex. I will have you know this is the first segment, sneak peek of what will be in my OnlyFans. So in the first half, I will be laying out the foundations, the stories, the characters, you as the main protagonist, and we carry on over to the juicy side over in OnlyFans. So if you're curious to know more about exactly what goes on with you in your next sexual encounter, you know where to find me. Hello there. Welcome back. To those of you who are new here, welcome. Take a seat. My name is Veruca Cyn. I am a fashion designer turned mystic, aka your spiritual sister from another mister / the one and only living spirit guide with a BDE. I don't know why I'm saying this. Oh my god. A woke spiritual dominatrix, here to empower you. If you like my vibe, be sure to subscribe. Okay, hit that bell notification, make sure it's turned on so you're always aware of when I go on next on this channel, of course. And if you are interested in my OF, here it is, QR code. Okay, other than that, I am here or here. So with that being said, we're gonna get into today's reading. There's a disclaimer, please check in the description box down below. Okay, so today's reading is going to be a pick a card for your sexual erotic novel story. And I'm very curious because I've never quite really done something to this extent before, but there's always a first time for everything, and we're gonna get to it. I'm gonna create 3 piles for you to choose from. And as I do the reading, I will hold up the cards to the camera, okay? Until I get a better setup where you can see both the reading, from above with some overhead setup. This will have to be it for now. You're just going to have to listen to my voice. All right. So I'm going to have you guys choose between 3 objects, okay? The first object is a lipstick. I don't know if it's gonna focus. No, it doesn't. The first object is a lipstick. It's a dark berry lipstick, similar as my jacket, similar as my lips. From Wet n Wild, in case you are wondering what I'm wearing. And the name is called Cherry Bomb 918D. I don't even know if this lipstick is discontinued, but here it is. Pile number 1, okay? Pile number 2, you get the lighter, bright red lighter. Pile number 3, you get the writing crop. This is actually my wand. I'll tell you guys in another video where I share more about my thoughts about sexuality and why I decided to choose this as a wand. I'm gonna hold them up to the camera and let you guys see, okay? So you guys can choose. Pile 1, lipstick. Pile 2, red lighter. Pile 3, writing crap. Make your choice now. Alright, so pile number 1, we're gonna get started. I'm gonna quickly write a infrastructure of how the reading's gonna go. I hear from my guides they want me to do that, so I'm gonna do that. Okay, so how do they want me to do it? They want me to break it up into 2 parts. The first part goes into protagonist. What is an antagonist? I want to see. I want to make sure. I know the definitions, but I just don't know the words. Opposes. Okay, it's an opposition. Okay. Okay. It's gonna be juicy, guys. Protagonist, antagonist. I actually feel a writer wanting to show itself in presence to communicate with me in channeling this. I acknowledge that this spirit is here, and I want to say guide. They are only permitted and allowed to be here to work with me solely for this intention, for the readings and possibly future erotic novel readings, if they abide by my intentions and my spirit guide's rules of only contributing to help raise the vibration and help human race of love and light and be beneficial to me and my spirit crew. If they are not here for that growth and love and light, they are not allowed. Okay, I hear that they're clearly wanting to be a part of it and they're okay with it and they want to contribute to that as well. Okay, so I'm going to see love and trust, that's what it is. 7 character roles and stories. Okay. Protagonist, antagonist, love interest, confidant. Oh, yes, we do. Okay. Deuteragonist. It's close to the main character, but the story's main plot does not directly correspond with their own character arc. I don't know who. Okay, I'm just gonna put it down because it's part of the main 7, and I can feel this spirit guide is very excited to help out. Thank you for showing up and for complying and respecting and wanting to work together for a higher purpose. Tertiary characters populate the world of the story, but does not necessarily link in. Okay, yeah, I know what they are. Tertiary are like background people, or like the people who are around your life. Foil. What's the protagonist then? Or the villain? So what's a foil? Primarily exists to bring the protagonist's qualities into a sharper relief. This because the foil is effectively the opposite of the protagonist. Hello. Alright, so we shall begin. We're gonna take a look at your 7 main characters, including your main role in the erotic novel Storyverse. But we're going to definitely at least get within the first 3. Okay, I'm thinking. Alright. Protagonist. Spirit guides, universe, answers to the mind. So what is pile number 1's protagonist, main character? Who are they? Who are these people that we are reading tonight? Okay, protagonist. You're hardworking, and you are, you're a penny pincher. You don't really want to spend a lot of money because you've spent too much in the past over someone who didn't deserve you. Okay. You went against your better judgment, even though there were red flags. Okay, that's who we're reading for today on pile number 1. Okay, they want me to go in layers, so I'm going to go to the next character role. and we're going to break down later on the sexual aspects of you or the shadow aspects of you guys, including the rest of the characters. Okay, so who are the antagonists then? Antagonists, please, for pile number 2. Antagonists. The antagonist? Someone in your family. A sibling rival. An overbearing mother who sabotaged a lot of this person's relationships. So it's not you, it's the antagonist in your story novel. Okay, they either have a very overbearing sibling or parent that literally sabotaged all the relationship. If it's a sibling, then the sibling was jealous that their sibling was able to basically have a relationship and be happy, and their family sabotaged it because their family is pretty insecure and drama inducing. Oh, so your antagonist feels really desperate to change their life, and they want to dive into spirituality and setting intentions and manifestations and, dare I say, magic to get what they want their way. Now what that way is, we will find out in the second half of OnlyFans. I want to already ask, why are they your antagonist? But let's keep going. Love interest. Who is your love interest? File number 1. Your love interest is a shy person. Okay, interesting. I'm already getting a story. Shy person you met over through social media due to the panoramic and the Corona beer. This person has insecurities and comes from a tumultuous upbringing, and so they wish to travel the world and gain financial independence. Financial independence so they can move away from the situation. Okay. We're going to go to the confidant. Who is a confidant in this erotic story? They're your childhood friend. Yep, look at that, the star. Childhood friend. They help keep you calm, and when you have a hard time making decisions, they are the voice of reason. They have helped you move on and forgiven a lot of people and let go a lot of your pride and choose to take the bigger path in life. They're your backbone. Okay. Let's go to who your deuteragonist is. This is very fun. I'm glad I'm doing this. And if you're wondering why the angle is so low and you're looking up at me, well, I'll tell you why. I am in charge. I'm large and in charge. Okay. Now let's move back on to business, okay? Who is your deuteragonist? This person likes to play devil's advocate And they're sort of like an anti-hero in the sense that they're not your best friend, and they're not really like your close friend, but they're someone who helps you out when you really need it, and they just happen to be there in the right timing, I guess. They're kind of like your soul tribe, but like more like third degrees of separation. Like they're kind of there when you need them, but they're not like always going to be your ride or die, always there for you, but they care. This person likes to keep their options open. They never like to make any promises nor choose sides. They're very diplomatic in that way. You tend to have a lot of diplomatic type of friends, I noticed. And they are very careful with what they say, to who they say it, and very secretive. They keep secrets, and they are very loyal as a person. Developing a relationship and trust with this person takes time. It doesn't happen overnight, and they don't just give you their trust. Some people give trust and then they give you the trust until you break it. This person's the reverse. They don't trust you at all. You have to earn it over time, like sifting coffee, extracting coffee through the grind with a pushing down. It takes time to build the trust, the consistency, and they're very emotionally intelligent. Okay. They often are here to give you news that might shake up your world, but they're the first to hear it. And if it's anything regarding you that may affect you, you are the first person to know, and they're the first person to find out, and you're the first person to know before it even happens. So you have the choice on where to go. They really look out for you. So now we're going to go into tertiary. Okay, seems like I can fit this within 10 minutes. And then on to the second half of the video, it's going to be sexy reading. Tertiary. Okay, this person in your life loves to play devil's advocate just as much. They're a party goer. They're very eccentric. Like, they're the polar opposite of you and everyone else you know. Like, if you guys are more on the conservative side, they're the most like wild and free, eccentric, taking risks, doing everything that nobody dares to do. They're that person that will live out that life that you guys would never dare to live. They don't hold grudges. Your tertiary friend, they don't hold grudges. They talk everything out, very straightforward and carefree, mind you. The Fool card on the bottom. Alright, the last pile. Last character, character number 7, the Foil. Who is the Foil? Spirit Guides, Universe, Ancestors of the Mind for pile number 1. Who is the Foil? I don't even remember what the foil represents, but the spirit will know. The author will know. Who's the foil? A passionate, emotional individual. Okay, I gotta check it out. They told me to look into a definition. Oh, okay. So I said to assure people that keeps you sharp. So you must have a whole team of people. You work with a whole team. So even the people that surround you in your everyday life that are like seemingly like acquaintances, they really help you out. So they may not be friends. They may be more like co-workers, or if they work in the same for your company, their job is to look out for you, and their job is to make sure things run as usual. All right. Character number 7, the Foil, the one that sharpens you, the one that boosts you up. You kind of have two type of foils right now. Oh, this person's very This could be your best friend. This could be your best friend that is in love with you. It is a one-sided love. You may or may not know about this. I feel like you know about this, but you're in denial about it. You don't know how to handle it. I feel like you grew up with them as well. Oh, there could be a love triangle situation going on here. I did mention someone who was a childhood friend as well back in the Covenante. Okay. Love triangle in the sense that maybe your confidante friend loves your best friend, and then your best friend loves you. Okay. Okay. I can immediately say right now I'm picking up some threesome vibes. Threesome, like, yeah, you guys may end up at some point, or may have had a threesome together, or the possibility of that happening in the future can be it as well. But that's all I'm going to say. If you want to know more, check out my link in the description box below for 18 plus readings. And I'm going to go and continue on diving into the shadow of each character and examining it, and see how I can channel this story for you. Okay? I'll see you guys over there. Bye. Oh, I forgot to say, if you like what you are hearing and it resonates, please give a like and a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe if you like my vibe. If you want a personalized reading from me, you can either get the continuation of this reading in the description box down below, or you could visit my website, www.verucacyn.com, to get a personal reading from me over on my shop instead, okay? Until then, thank you so much for letting me read for you. I'll see you next time. Hello there. It's pile number 2 that we're going to be reading. So let's get started with who you are, pile number 2. Protagonist. Can you get information about who you are as a protagonist? You're a very fair person, and you seek justice, equality. You're an advocate of the truth. I can relate with that a lot. Pile number 2. You're also creative. You have a lot of ideas. You're very business oriented, but sometimes you could get very overwhelmed with all the ideas that you have, and you don't execute them. So one of the things you're working on is learning to let go of things that no longer serve you, and moving forward with the things that are most important and prioritized by you that will benefit you. What else about this protagonist? When things, okay, you're very calm. You keep calm. When things go wrong in your life or get out of hand, you don't make any quick decisions or rash decisions. You take time to weigh out the options and reflect and wait till a calmer moment before deciding. Cool. So let's move on to antagonist. Who is the antagonist in your life? Can we get information about the antagonist, please? The antagonist is someone who is very short-term gratification oriented. They're not long-suffering and thinking like long-term and going after long-term successes. They go after short-term. They need short-term gratification or short-term results that show it works. And they always like to party and pamper themselves. It's probably the polar opposite of who you are. File number 2. That's probably why they trigger you. So it's kind of like a I hear the words arch nemesis. That's probably how you feel about them, but they're more like someone who really compete with you and it pushes you to grow instead. Pile number 2. You guys have jealousy between one another. You guys, I feel like pile number 2, you're either a feminine energy or you're a female. If you're not a female, you could be either feminine energy, biological female, or male born and identifies yourself as a female. Pile number 2, you and this protagonist have fought over a love interest before, and I hear the boy is mine kind of music video going on. Like, you guys fought over the same person, and that person was like, I don't think there were anyone significant in your lives, but it was more so the trust that was, oh, you guys were best friends. They used to be a confidante turned antagonist. Wow. Okay. Yeah, emotions got in the way. That person pitted you guys against one another. That's what it is. Okay, love interest. Let's go into love interest now. Number 2, love interest. Oh, this person got away. Okay. I feel like crying right now. I feel like you're sad. I'm really sad about this person getting away. Somehow I didn't feel like you're sad. They're sad that you got away. Okay, so if you're the female here, they regret leaving you. Oh, someone from your past. They've been working really hard on themselves to accumulate riches so that when they decide to come back and try to if there's ever a day where you guys can meet again, they will be ready. He will be ready, whether or not it be a masculine energy or an actual male. Okay, so let's go over to Confidante. Your Confidante, pile number 2. Your best friend. Someone you can trust and rely on. This person's very zen. They look out for you and they cook for you when you are going through the hardest times. And let's just say you're depressed, you're too depressed to cook. They'll order food and they'll bring it over, or they'll come over and they'll cook food and like bring soup over for you. They have their life together. Pile number 2. Your best friend, Confidante. They are very financially independent and they can hold their own. And they like you because you're a very honest and straightforward individual. Okay. I have a feeling this person runs their own business and they travel a lot. So you have a successful friend, pile number 2. I feel like they probably teach you how to be that way yourselves. Yeah, you both grew a lot together. You guys are like boss lady buddies, boss bitch partners in crime. Yeah, and you guys motivate each other to grow and push for the best, strive for the best. That's awesome. All right, so let's go into Deuteragonist. Back up people in your life. Oh, they're pretty conflicted. You have some pretty offended, conflicting. They're not easy to get along with. Are you back home with your family right now? Pile number 2. They fight a lot. You guys don't see eye to eye. You're a very independent individual, and they're kind of like my house, my rules kind of vibe. You're kind of miserable there. I wonder why you decided to go back. Oh, okay. Because your heart was broken. Your antagonist. Okay, your heart broken by you're heartbroken by the player and your best friend turned antagonist, and the actual confidante is someone who, let's see, no, I mean your love interest is someone who, let me try to get the file again. Oh my goodness, my brain just farted and I'm like panicking. Let me calm down. Your love interest is someone who is they're the very financially independent person. Like they're looking to strive to be more independent and give back to themselves. So why did I mention that? Alright, because your love interest is going to be separate from the person you're heartbroken with currently over right now. Anything else? Okay, you're planning to move out, so that's good, pile number 2. Alright, so that's all we need to know about the deuterogonists. Let's look into your tertiaries, the 3rd degree of separation with your friends. These people are 3 degrees separation from you. These people are very fulfilled individuals. They also care a lot about social justice as you. They're very truthful and honest and morally sound people is what I'm hearing. They're very proud people as well. They make the most of what they got. They've been through hardships before, and you met them through parties and social gatherings. They're like your network people. Network people or colleagues or people you kind of work within the same industry for. That's what I'm getting. Alright, so let's move on to foil. Who's the person that sharpens you and helps you grow and pushes you to grow? Someone you work alongside, pile number 2. If you run your own business as well, this like, I'm hearing like, what's that word? They're like your secretary or your personal bookkeeper or planner. Yeah, this person is very organized and they work really hard. And you get really inspired by them, and they even give you tips and tricks on how you could be more manage yourself better. They could be your manager too. All of a sudden I'm getting pile number 2, you're also like from like you have a public image as well, and you hired a manager, and this person's your manager, and they're really helping you grow your business, and you're learning a lot from them as well. They get to see you more from a subjective standpoint or objective standpoint, and where you could sell yourself. Like they see yourself as a product and you sell yourself rather than getting too emotionally attached to things. They really help you stay diplomatic. That's awesome. Yep. They're very family oriented as well. That, or they really treasure their inner peace. Okay, so that is the reading for pile number 2. If you want to know more about the sexy side of them from the Manara Tarot, and how their sexuality and how yours can cross paths, and what your ultimate your ultimate erotic novel story plays out like, be sure to check out the link down below. Otherwise, if you want a personalized reading from me and something similar to this, and you don't want to go on OnlyFans, you're more than welcome to order a reading from me at www.verucacyn.com. I'm going to be listing out this type of reading available soon. Do keep in mind the price bracket is going to be much higher, because it is a much more time consuming reading. Like, I can easily see this go into like just under an hour or about an hour, and it's going to be very draining to do. So it will be higher than, it'll probably be around like life purpose price. You'll see. I'll put it there. Okay. That being said, if you like this video and you like the reading and it resonated with you, be sure to give a thumbs up. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like my vibe, and hit that bell notification so you know when I'm going to be live next. And if you want to follow me over to OnlyFans right now and watch the second pile to continue the story, you're more than welcome to, and I'll see you over there. Until then, I'll see you next video. Alright, pile number 3. We're on to your reading now. You have chosen the riding crop. So let's get on to your reading. Alright, so as the protagonist, let's learn more about you, shall we? You have recently matured a lot, pile number 3, and you're stepping into who you are. You do have things in the past that you regret, and you're slowly finding time and a way to forgive yourself. You're also thinking of finding ways to make amends with the people you've done wrong or who you have wronged in the past, okay? So that is your background story. Let's look at your antagonist, your arch nemesis, shall we? Who is your antagonist, pile number 3? This person is quite the opposite of you in the sense that they're pretty stoic and they are introverted. They don't really talk a lot. They might have passive aggressive tendencies. They won't tell you when something's wrong. They have trouble articulating how they really feel. They are more action oriented than emotions, and because of this, it bites them. It comes back to bite them in the butt, you know. I don't think they mean to, but you think that they're doing it on purpose, but they actually don't mean to. They have a hard time articulating and communicating how they feel to other people in their life. And it probably is what caused a miscommunication and a misunderstanding between you two, causing you two to become arch nemesis in the first place. This person is rather very truthful of a person. They might have some addiction tendencies or like a little bit of a drug abuse, your antagonist. They travel the world a lot, so not quite sure how, but they do travel a lot. They might come from a wealthy upbringing, and that might irk you. I think money irks you, pile number 3. You need to heal your relationship with money. Okay, pile number 3 for love interest. Who is your love interest, pile number 3? Who is your love interest, pile number 3? Okay, this person I hear is carefree. Happy-go-lucky. They have the whole world ahead of themselves. You guys might be a younger pile number 3. Like maybe you're 19. You're 19 or 20s, early 20s. Yeah, and they're about to move out from home. So this person is like stepping into womanhood and finding their independence. This is your love interest. I don't think you've met them yet. Oh, this is going to be exciting. How are you going to meet each other? Your spirit guides are going to bring you two together. Judgment. It's up to divine timing. Alright? So let's keep going, shall we? To your confidante. Let's talk about your best friend. She's my best friend. Drive our own car. Okay. Antagonist, please. I mean, not antagonist. Love interest, please, for pile number 3. No, not love interest. Confidante. Sorry. Confidante. Who is pile number 3's confidante? Spirit guides, universe. Who is... Oh, my head's getting really tingly. That hasn't happened in a while. Who is pile number 3's confidante? Your confidante is yourself, I hear. You meditate and you talk to yourself. You kind of don't really trust a lot of people, or you've burnt a lot of bridges with other people in the past, so you kind of have to learned to rely on yourself, and you turn to yourself when you need guidance, so you look within, which is not a bad thing. More people should do that, tune into their truths, you know? You connect to your higher self. Cool. Okay, so let's move on to the deuteragonist. Deuterogynous. I think those are people who are like in your, just around you. What is the energy like? Who are the people around your life? You have a big family, pile number 3. They're very, very protective over you. Maybe sometimes the fault where it's almost kind of like overbearing, and it kind of shelters you a bit from the storm in the sense that they don't ever let you take accountability for your actions. They want to protect you so much they don't want you to be hurt, but that actually ends up blindsiding you from ever realizing the impact that you cause, the impact and the damage and the pain that you can cause for others in your life, towards others in your life. Okay. And now that you're coming of age, they're kind of like, they have to let go of holding your hand, and you're starting to see like how the world is like through maybe not only your own lens, but like beyond the lens of your family and your guardians and like the people you look up to, like your elders, beyond their reality. Okay, cool. That was very interesting. Let's keep going to tertiary. Who are the people that are third degree of separation from you? They're kind of like, maybe they're your classmates, your colleagues. Let's see. Who are the people that are your tertiary? Energy of the tertiaries. They're your colleagues. You're not really that close to them, but you do keep in touch with them when you need to get the job done. You guys are rather on neutral grounds. You guys just connect for practicality reasons and to make sure the world continues turning. Okay. And let's see number 7, which is the foil character. Who is the person that sharpens your personality, sharpens who you are, and grows you as an individual? Spirit guide. Pile number 3, please. Pile number 3. Who's the foil for pile number 3? Interestingly enough, unlike the other readings, I don't think a foil is a particular person that teaches you to be sharper and to be wiser. It's your mistakes that are your foil. It's almost like the mistakes has become a symbolical representation of what a foil can be. Instead of a person being a foil, it's your circumstances that are acting like a foil and is causing you to grow and overcome it's like your guilt is your foil. Your own resentment and your own personal fears are your foil, and it causes for you to face yourself and overcome it. Hence goes back to the whole you turning inward and like referring to yourself when you need guidance to get out. And then when things go bad, it causes you to think twice about your actions. It forces you to learn from your mistakes. You keep to yourself a lot. Yep. All right. For pile number 3, we're going to be looking into your sex life now and how your sexual interactions will go with your love interest, as well as peeking into other people's possible kinks and their perspective on sensuality and sexuality around you. So if that's something you're interested in, be sure to go and visit the link down below for my OnlyFans, and I'll see you over there. If you want to other than that, if you enjoyed this reading and it vibed with you, please make sure to subscribe and give a thumbs up and hit the notification bell to make sure I pop up on the next video post. And with that being said, I am really excited to continue reading for the rest of your sex life, an erotic novel story, pile number 3. So I'll see you guys on the OnlyFans. Bye for now.